Hi, AT from CNC at Home. I was sitting at my desk and realizing how many things the CNC at Home channel has affected, how many things I've created that are sitting right at my desk and just in the immediate area. I thought I'd do a quick video just reviewing some of the past projects and things that I've done. Let's take a look at my desk and see the plethora of things that are sitting here. Right off the top, here's a project that I did with Leon over on his channel where he took his big laser and cut the CNC at Home logo on here. That's sitting on a coaster of the moon that I did quite some time ago that I really like. It turned out so nicely. I'll have links to these projects down in the description if you want to watch any of these projects, how they were done. Here's a can cozy I did for last year's Geek Weekend that my brother and I do. This was a project that I designed up and made. That was kind of cool. Another coaster with the LightBurn logo on it, and this turned out so nicely. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's got red and black on it. So it was a two-color paint job and then lasering off, so that turned out really nicely. Over on the other side of my desk, I have the subscriber coaster that I started back when I hit 100 subscribers, and then 500, 1,000, and 5,000. Can't wait to see if I can squeeze in 10,000 subscribers, but that'll be a while. Speaking of, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you like our content. Down in my desk drawer, here's one of the very first projects that we did on the channel. I cut this compass rose in the leather. I added my nice little horse thing, added a magnet, had my name on here. So that was a fun project. Behind my desk is something we did more recently, where I got this really nice background stand and a brick background. So that's the magic behind all this. This is just a piece of vinyl, even though it looks like a brick wall. I have a couple more backdrops coming. We'll see those in the future. Here's the AtomStack P7 sitting in its resting location, ready to do a burn or two. I have a video of when I unboxed this. This has been such a fantastic little laser for me. It's nice and portable, does little small jobs, and the laser dot is so nice and tight. It almost like it acts like a 10-watt laser, even though it's a 5.5 watt. Hiding in the corner is the Birdhouse project that we did. This was a fun project where I had to use some of the fancy features in LightBurn to get that all burned out as it spanned a larger area than the laser can cut. So we used the print and cut feature for that. That worked out pretty slick. So many things I run across. Here's a project. We cut out this 4-leaf clover last year for St. Patrick's Day and then colored that in with some pens that a company had asked me to review. And right behind that, here's a test doing a wedding coaster or place marker. If everything goes well, I'll be doing some of these for my nephew as soon as he and his fiancée set up a date. This was another fun project. Did some of these for my friend Gwen for her wedding, and those all turned out great. The Olympic rings, that was a fun project during the Olympics. Got those all painted up, got the Olympic rings. Here's a pile of material, all sorts of stuff. Hiding in here, we have my version of Sting, the sword from the Lord of the Rings. Here's the blue side. Must be some orcs nearby. That was a fun project to do, and this turned out more nicely. Turned out way better than I thought it would. Just a quick look at the heater. I did a review on the second channel called Check It Out. We did a giveaway where we actually gave away one of these little heaters to one of the people who commented on that video. Here we have a glass that I did some etching on. See if we can get that somewhere where that comes out. There we go. So there's the Death Star from Star Wars on one side, and I believe there's the moon on the other. A little more difficult to see that, but this was a fun project. It etched so nicely. I have to do some more of these for gifts. Hiding underneath all of this junk, here's some stuff we did on the router long ago. I don't believe there was a video on it. That was just me playing around and testing with the router. But underneath that, here's some leftover plaques from a project that I did for my mom's church. These are just some samples so they could see what it was going to look like. This one was done on craft plywood. We ended up doing the project on more of a foam core, and that turned out really well. And hiding back here, here's the old pencil fixture. I haven't used that in a while. This is something we've done a bunch of pencils in. The pencil sits in there. This clamps down to the router, and we can cut something into a pencil. Those are always fun projects. As you'd expect, back in the utility room where I have the laser and the router, there's a ton of stuff, memories of projects we've done. Here's one I did recently for Christmas ornaments, showing how you can put your name in there and the date, put a bunch of other little decorations on there. Here's a CNC logo we did way back where I did masking, used masking tape on here and cut that with the laser and then painted. Here's a little gift I got from TMM, or Omega TMM, that's tool measuring machines. That was from an interview I did at my friend's granite company, and I contacted Omega and they sent out a few little things to us from that. Got a t-shirt too, but this is a fun little decoration. Some early tests, some burning material test kind of things, just hanging up around. This is an early burn that I did. The video did really well for some reason, not quite sure why, but gotta like that. And this was an example of burning an image. Over here, hiding underneath my rotary roller, we have a paper template for positioning tiles and other things onto the laser. Again, all of these videos where these things came from, I'll have those linked down in the description. And here's a mess of stuff. Here's a whole bunch of paint that I've used for tile projects. Over here we have our denatured alcohol that I mixed with the titanium dioxide that ends up in this little squirt bottle that I put onto tiles. What else do we have here? We've got some dog tags down in here for future projects. A whole bunch of material tests that I can reference. All good memories. Oh, here's a stack of business cards, and I've done some burning with those too. Hiding underneath the laser, we can see a couple things here. Mainly, we've got our air assist pump, and then I connected that using this relay. So when the laser says I need air assist, it sends a 12-volt signal to the relay, and that turns on the pump and provides our air pressure. Here's some pencils all ready to be carved. Maybe I should do a pencil project again. And we've got a box of white tiles. We've got some slate tiles, raw material kind of stuff. Again, ready for more projects. Oh, and there's the roll of 3M tape. We've done a few projects where we've cut out things from the reflective 3M tape. Inside the 3018 Pro, we've got a couple of the new clamps set up still. Those are going to come in real handy. They're easy to work with, and they fit so nicely in those T-rail slot things. Got those from SainSmart. Same place I got my 3018 Pro router. Here's a fun project. This was a stainless steel business card holder I was testing out. It got a little warped, got a little too hot. But I did this, put my friend's name on it. I did a nicer one for him. Have our Buck Frenzy logo on there. Because this one got kind of bent up, I did keep it, and I keep my little Allen wrenches in it. That's a nice little spot to do that. Here's another treasure trove of all sorts of projects, a lot of coaster stuff. We recently redid this project on the router. That was fun to do. Here's some testing that I did on the acrylic. So did a nice little orange crush. This one says lemon on it. So I'll link to those. There's my dice rolling tower that I made not too long ago. Turned out pretty well. Been able to use that. And just a whole bunch of tiles. This is white tile painted black, where we just we burn out the black. And then just a variety of tiles that we've done over the years using different methods. The white paint method, the cold galvanizing compound method. What else have we used? The titanium dioxide. That works out really well. So just a few tiles that I haven't given away and maybe hanging on. Maybe shouldn't. I don't know. There's a bunch of projects. Down here next to that, here's the moon. This was a piece of glass that came out of a clock in front of a clock where the clock died. I painted it and burnt the moon on there with the laser, then painted white on the back of it. That turned out really well. I like that. Here's a project that some of you will recognize. This is several videos. Every 20-minute job is one broken bolt away from becoming a 3-day ordeal. So I've got that. I've got some more of those I need to put bolts on. This was a coaster project I did for my friend when his mom passed. These were just some tests that I had done on that project. Well, that was a fun trip down memory lane. Again, I will have descriptions or links to all of these projects down in the description. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did looking at some of the old videos or the results of some of the old videos that we've done. The channel's been out for 5 years. It's hard to believe. It's been 5 years since we started doing this. We've been having a blast. Thank you to all the viewers and subscribers for all of your support, the great comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That kind of stuff always helps us. And also subscribe. You wouldn't believe how much that actually helps too. Watching the videos and that sort of thing, we do get a little bit of money from that, and that goes towards material costs, so paying for a new background or some craft plywood, that sort of stuff. I hope you enjoyed this. Enjoy doing your CNC at home projects. Oops. These were sitting right next to me the whole time, and I forgot to talk about them. The dog tags. Got D&D at David's house. We've got kind of a mid-year Geek Weekend thing my brother and I did. And here's Buck Frenzy from 2023. This is something we did for the recording with them Solskop Farmers. And then that very back one is Geek Weekend from 2023.